Hi, Kenny Weiss, coach and speaker. And as I often do, I posted again on Facebook just asking if anyone was struggling with something or wanted me to do a video, and I got several topics. The first one that came in was about business. And this person, they're asking for a shortcut. They want to become a successful business person, but like they put in their message, they don't have the money to go get an MBA. They don't have the money to go back to school. So they're really hamstrung, but it sounds like they have a deep passion to be a success in business. And they're trying to find, are there ways out there where I can do it? Well, the simple answer is, you bet there is. Especially nowadays. If you look around, look at how many people that have succeeded in what they're doing that have never gone to school. It's especially in this day and age with the internet, Google, YouTube, TED Talks, whatever it is. I think school is going to fundamentally have to change because it's just not keeping up. The old style of teaching doesn't work in today's paradigm. So there are a couple things I would suggest if you want to become an expert. The first one is, and this reminds me of how I really came into this and everything in my life. When I first started working on myself, I was seeing a counselor, and it was one of the first few meetings, and I was struggling with something. And I was like, well, what'd you do? And he said, you know, Kenny, when I was in your shoes going through that exact same issue, he goes, I just went and became an expert on it. And that phrase just clicked. I've never forgotten that. Shortly after that, he suggested a book. I read the book before we met again. Whatever it was, I did it. If I struggled with anything in my life, I literally just went and became an expert. That's what I've always done, is business-wise, whatever. If I don't know it, then I surround myself with experts. So that would be my suggestion to you. It sounds like money's an issue. Well, luckily for you, YouTube, the internet. Is there a certain business you're trying to build? If there is, find out who's done it, who's succeeded the most, and become an expert in them. Read everything they've done, watch everything. Find out all the ins and outs of this person and how they did it. Then take that model and tweak it based on your personality, your skill set, and what it is you want to achieve. If there's a piece that you're lacking, then go find an expert in that piece. Maybe it's marketing, maybe it's accounting, maybe it's people management, whatever it is. If there's a certain area where you aren't the expert, go become one. And you can do that nowadays without going to school. I'm a firm believer in that. So that would be the first part. Go become an expert and use other people to start with. The second thing is, and this one's pretty simple, but it's difficult for people. Get yourself in organizations anywhere. There are tons of entrepreneurs, people meeting. You want to be around great minds, like minds. Who you surround yourself is very important. Now the key is, what happens for most people when they're so excited with their own idea and the thing they want to try and do and accomplish, that they get around other people and all they do is talk about that. Well, if you're really wanting to succeed, the best thing you can do is shut your mouth and learn to ask questions. How'd you do it? What did you do? What is a great question? What would you do differently? What was your mistake? I mean, anyone that you know that's in any sort of business, I don't care what it is, ask questions. That's the best way to learn. Don't sit there and talk about your struggles or any of that. If you're having a certain struggle, find out what were their struggles. What did they do uniquely different than you're doing? So those would be the couple keys I'd give you. There are plenty of ways you can be an expert in business now without going to school. It's a question of choice. Do you want to become the expert or not? So anyway, hopefully that helps you. If you have other questions or things, by all means, go to the website, the YouTube channel. I have tons of free stuff out there to help you. So thanks again for the question, and hope this gives you a little bit of a kickstart into what you're trying to accomplish. Thanks again. Have a great day.